Discuss about the marketing research, and then we'll discuss about STP, that is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Right? What is marketing environment? Right? According to Philip Kotler, a company's marketing environment consists of the internal factors and forces which affect the company's ability to develop and maintain a successful transaction and relationship within the company's target customer. So, according to Philip Kotler, the father of marketing, according to him, this marketing environment consists of the internal factors which impact and develop the successful transactions and relationship with customers, target customers. But according to Pride and Ferrer, marketing environment consists of external forces that directly or indirectly influences the organization's acquisitions of input and generation of output. So according to Kotler, it is the internal environment which impacts the it is internal environment which impacts the production or the marketing process of the organization, and according to Pride and Ferrer, it is the external forces that directly or indirectly influences the organization acquisition of input and generation of output. So in short, both external forces and internal forces plays an important role, and internal forces and external forces constitutes the marketing environment. What are these external and internal forces? External forces are those forces which are not in control of market of the organization. They are beyond the control of organization, and these external forces are called the macro environment of the marketing. They consist of the macro environment, and it is beyond the control of organization, while internal organization or in sorry internal forces are those forces which are in control of the organization, right? And they are known as the micro environment of the marketing. Let us first discuss the external forces, right? Macro environment of the marketing. Macro environment of marketing includes the demographic factors, economic factors, socio-cultural factors, natural factors, technological factors, and political legal factors. All these factors impact the marketing process of any organization. It impacts the business, it impacts the commerce, right? So all these factors are beyond control of any organization, whether it's a demographical factor, whether it's an economic factor, socio-cultural factor, political legal factors, or natural factor, any factor. And these are known as the macro environment. What is demographic factor? People constitutes the market, right? What is market? People, customer, satisfy the needs and wants of customer. Target customer is marketing, right? So what is demographic environment? Demography is study of population. People constitutes the market, and study of population is known as demography. Marketers are interested to understand the changing composition of people in terms of size, in terms of growth, right? Growth in different region, and in terms of other factors, that is age, in terms of gender, because all these factors impact the organization business. These are the demographic environment. When marketers study about the demography of the population, when it study about the population, what study about the population means the size and the growth of the population. What is the present size of the population or the target customer, and what are the potential growth of that target market. right? If there is chances of growth, then only it could benefit the company. Company could earn the profits, right? So in terms of the size, then in terms of the age, right, in terms of the gender, in terms of the growth in different regions, so all these are the demographic environment. We'll discuss about the demography and in this lecture later on, when we'll discuss about the segmentation in detail. Economic environment. What is the economic environment? Economic environment, marketing is understanding the needs and wants of the customer, developing the product according to the needs and wants of the customer, communicating it to the target customer, and delivering that product in exchange. That is what is the important thing is exchange. Marketing is exchange. Marketing includes exchange. So economic environment plays an important role in marketing. See, what a customer wants, what a customer desire, what are the needs of the customer could be many, but whether the customer is able or capable to purchase that product, what is the economic status of that customer? Economic status plays an important role. Maybe someone now needs BMW, but his or her economic status or economic condition is not like that, that he can purchase BMW. So there is the exchange value is important, right? Exchange is important. Exchange process is important in marketing. So it is very important to understand the economic environment for the marketer, right? Marketer keep track of purchasing capacity of the customer. What is the purchasing capacity of the customer? Maybe he needs or he wants your product, but not capable to purchase that product. His purchasing capacity is less, could be less, right? The purchasing pattern and power of people depends on on the factors such as the incomes, savings, inflation, and availability of credit, etc. All these factors impacts the marketing or the business of the organization. How? Income. If income is more, see, there is a direct relationship between, there is a relationship between the income and demand. If income is more, then demand could be more. If people have purchasing capacity, they have money in their hand, they'll go to the market and will purchase their thing. If they have savings, their capacity, the purchasing capacity will increase. Inflation impacts. Inflation, if there is an inflation in the market, purchasing capacity goes down, right? Availability of credit plays an important role. Suppose if you want to purchase a costly product, and if companies are ready to give that product on the credit, right? Credit facility is there, then people prefer to buy that product because they have to pay that in forms of EMI. If I want to purchase a product of 1 lakh rupees, rather than paying 1 lakh rupees at one go, right, I can pay that in installments. So availability of credit facility is important, and when economy is doing well, then only companies are willing or ready to provide that credit facility. And if credit facility is available, this shows that economy is doing well, right? And because of this credit facilities, customer can purchase the product. So economic environment plays a very important role, and the marketers keep eye on the economic conditions. Socio-cultural environment, then again, this is very important. It is composed of culture, social class, tradition, beliefs, values, lifestyle of a people in a given society. Some of our cultural values are deep rooted, and they are known as the core values. They are known as the core values, like that one should educate the children. This is our core value, right? This is our core value, and it is very difficult to change the core values. right? The marketer tries to influence the secondary values. There are some secondary values, and it is easy to change those secondary values, and marketers tries to influence those secondary values of their target customer to some extent through marketing efforts. Suppose our core value is that we should educate our children, but the secondary value could be that they should get admission in some international school. It is a secondary value. We can change it, right? If better schools are available and the school fee is less, then we can then people might move to some government schools or some public schools, right? So, socio-cultural environment plays an important role. Like, take an example of eateries, right? That when say Domino's and that Chinese food they serve, they change the taste of the food according to our social values, according to our taste, right? So they made changes in their food, right, in their product according to needs, wants and taste of the customer, of the target customer, right? So this socio-cultural environment plays an important role, right? Because social class is an important concept, and every society is composed of classes. And classes is determined by the income, by their residential location and type of occupation, and so on. Each class normally exhibit a specific pattern of behavior and lifestyle. So behavior specific, that is the income plays an important role, or the residential or the status of an individual or the target customer plays an this important role, right? It shows the lifestyle, and marketers try to influence their target market or choose their target market according to socio-cultural beliefs, right? Natural environment impacts the business, no doubts. The environmental analysis must involve the study of natural resources, ecology and the climatic condition in a state where the company operates, right? Corporate environmentalism calls for integration of environmental issues into firms' strategic marketing, right? You should take care where you are thinking to establish your business, or where you are thinking to where you are as to where you want to establish your business. What are the whether the natural resources are present over there, what is the climatic conditions, what is the demand of the market, what is the economic conditions of the market, and is there any environmental issues, can any environmental issues creep up there, what are the laws for the environment in that state or the cities, right? Will you be able to follow that? How will you follow the of laws related to the environment of that state, right? So environmental natural environment plays an important role. Then the technological environment, right? Technological has revolutionized the production process, right? Use of raw material, logistic, transportation, right? Information technology has a profound influence on the business firm and their final product. So you should be able to cope up with the technological, with changing technological environment. If you are able to cope up with the changing technological environment, then only you can survive in the market. So technological environment plays an important role, right? It is a macro environment, and it is beyond the control of any organization. Change in the technology, suppose technology has been changed and your competitor has adopted a new technology, and he is producing the same product or the similar product, not the same product, the similar product at low cost, and the production cost is less, then he can sell that product at cost lower than the year product cost, right? And can earn profits. People will prefer to purchase their product rather than the yours because of the price. If the customer is price sensitive, so technological environment plays an important role. Now, the micro environment or internal environment. Micro environment or internal environment are that environment which is under the control of the organization, right? These environment constitutes of consumers. Companies who devote the required effort to study the factors related to their customers better than their competitors would be more successful in achieving the marketing objectives. The first and foremost thing to be successful is to understand the needs and wants of the customers. If you are able to understand the needs and wants of the customer, then you can be successful, you can do better than your competitors, right? So it is very important that a company should understand what a target customer needs and what he wants. A company who can do this can survive and can compete in the market, right? Some of the factors to be monitored are identifying the right customers in terms of need to be satisfied, their purchasing power, their buying behavior, brand switching behavior, etc. First of all, important thing is identify the target customer whom you want to cater, right? Whom you want to serve. Identify your target customer. It is impossible, next to impossible, for any of the organization to target the to cater to the whole market. So we always target the market, right? We always find out the right customers whom we want to serve, right? We first of all identify the target customer. It could be on many bases. When we'll discuss about the targeting, we'll discuss about what is targeting and how we do this. First of all, understand what is targeting. Identification of the customer whom you want to serve, right? Identify the customer whom you want to serve, right? Then try to find out their needs, their wants, what exactly they need, what's exactly they want. This after reading their needs and wants, keep eye on their purchasing power, right? It is very important. They might need hundred of things. Are they able to spend? Have they money to spend? What is their purchasing power? And then have eye on their buying behavior and switching behavior. What is their buying behavior and their switching behavior? Try to understand this thing and then try to develop the product according to the needs and wants of the customer by keeping all other factors in the mind, that is their paying capacity, their switching habits, and their uh, buying behavior, right? Next micro component is supplier. Apart from customer, next is supplier. Supplier plays a key role in success of the business. The task of supplying the right raw material of a good quality at right price and other inputs to the firm is of utmost importance, which has a direct bearing on the marketing performance of a business. So if you have a good supplier, then only you can produce, who can supply you a right raw material at right cost at right time, then only you can produce a good product and can meet the needs and wants of the customer, right? Firms have to closely monitor the supplier environment, as any change in the business practices of supplier has a serious implications. So customer, supplier, the next component or the next factor which influences, which is micro, comes under the micro environment, is competition. You should have eye on your competitor, right? Environmental analysis is incomplete without analyzing industrial level competition. Never overlook your competitor. Always have eye on your competitor. Each industry has a different form from other in number of the firms they exist, the type of product offered by them, the exit entry barriers, government policies, regulations which are specific to given industry. Everything is different. Industry competition analysis serve as a basis of strategic planning, formulating, and implementation. Keep eye on your competition, what they are producing, at what cost they are offering their product to the customer, what are their weaknesses, what are their strengths, right? How can you compete with them and make the plans or the strategies keeping them in your mind, and implement those strategies if you want to successful, if you want to be a successful in that market. So before introducing your product, before producing your product, it is very important to analyze the environment, the macro environment as well as the micro environment. Macro environment is that environment which is beyond your control, but micro environment is under your control. You should have thorough knowledge about both macro environment as well as micro environment. After understanding your macro and micro environment, the next thing which comes is the marketing research, right? Marketing research, what is marketing research? It is related to gathering marketing information, gathering information which is related to marketing. Marketing managers needs to analyze and seek more information in connection with macro environment factors which are relevant to the business or the firm it operates, as well as he should be aware about the micro environment, right? Macro that a business that marketing research includes the research. It is the gathering of the information which is related to the marketing. When you are gathering the information of the macro environment, that is about demography, about the economic conditions, about the technological conditions, and about other things, you are gathering the information. So for a marketing manager, it is important that he should gather the information, or he should have information about the macro environment as well as about the micro environment, right? Okay. The American Marketing Associations define marketing research as a systematic gathering, recording, and analyzing of data about a problem related to marketing of goods and services. It is not only gathering the data, but the systematic collection of the data, right? Systematic gathering. That you should uh, uh, collect the data in a systematic way, systematic gathering of the data, then recording that data, analyzing that data, and uh, data related to a problem of goods and services. Okay. It is concerned, marketing research is concerned with all aspects of the marketing, whether it is related to the product design and development, whether it is related to the product mix, whether it is related to the pricing, whether it is related to the branding, whether it is related to the packaging, sales performance, distribution, competition, target customer, and then buying behavior, promotions, and its impacts. Everywhere MR is concerned, marketing research is concerned with each and every aspect of the marketing, right? Right. From gathering the information till the after sales services, right? Till the feedback. It is marketing research is related to every aspect of the marketing. The scope of MR includes the customers, product, distribution, advertisement, competition, and external environment. Name uh, process, name an aspect of marketing or a business where MR is not included. MR includes customers. You gather the information about the customers, then about the product, distribution, advertising, competition, and the external environment. Marketing research process, there are several steps of the marketing research process. The first step is the problem definition. Anything which needs a solution is known as a problem. A well defined problem is is the way to get the solution. If you have defined your problem well, if you understood your problem well, then only you can find the solution. A well defined problem is half done type of a thing, right? Define a problem. What is your problem? It means define your objective, right? What is a marketing research? It is systematic collection of the data for any of the problem. That is what the definition of marketing research is. Now, systematic collection of the data for a problem, for any specific problem. What is problem? First of all, define the problem for which you want to collect the data. Suppose I want to find out the impact of advertisement on my sales, right? The problem is I want to find out whether my sales, whether the advertisement has created any impact on the sales, whether the sales has been gone up because of my advertisement or not. Or I want to find out whether my customer is price sensitive or not, right? Whether my target market is price sensitive or not. Or my problem could be what are the needs and wants of the customers, so that I can develop my product according to the needs and wants of the customer. There could be n number of problems. Define them properly. A well defined, define the problem well. That is, first of all, understand what the problem is for which you are looking for the solution, right? So problem definition. After defining the problem, this comes the research design. A research design includes many things, right? In research design includes the methods and the methodology and the tools which you will apply to gather the data. First of all, define your population, right? Define your population, or decide your segment, or your target market, right? Decide your target market, to whom you want to cater or to whom you want to serve, right? After deciding your target market, define the sample size, because this is marketing research. It is not at all possible to carry out the research on the whole population. Then you have to decide about the sample. How will you collect, how will you define this sample, whether your sample will be a probable, whether which technique will you apply to define this sample, right? Whether you will whether the sampling technique will be probability, or will be a probable sampling, or the non probable sampling. What will be your sample size, right? Discuss all these things. After defining your sampling techniques, uh, discuss or define the tools which you will apply to collect the data. Tools like whether you will collect the data through questionnaires, whether you will conduct the interviews to conduct the data, or whether you will apply an observation method to collect the data, right? So define the tools and then techniques. After this tools and discuss, define, develop tools to collect the data. All these are included in the research design. Then comes the field work. Finding out, after discussing your target consumer, identify, after identifying your target customers and your sample size, and you have developed your tools to collect the data. Now next comes as the field work. Go to field and collect the data through the tools. It could be through observation method, or research, or interviews, or through questionnaires, or any other method which you would like to, which you would have developed. Then field work, collect the data, right? Collection of data. After collecting the data, go to the field, a well defined field from where you want to collect the data. Field work means go to your identified customers, collect the data, give them the tools, through the tools collect the data. And then comes the data analysis. After collecting the data, tabulate that data properly in a proper format, in a required format, and then apply various methods or techniques to analyze that data. And if there could be, and you can apply any technique according to your objectives, right? Apply the techniques, and after applying the techniques you will get the results, and then publish those results in form of reports, right? We discussed about the report presentation in our previous lectures when we were discussing about the research methodologies. You might be knowing report presentation, how to present your data in a report format. There are various, like first of all, give the introduction about your topic, and then discuss your objectives, discuss about your research design, right? Then discuss about your data, right? The results, discuss about your results which you get after analyzing your data, and implement whatever you have, what results you have got, right? So this is marketing research, and marketing research is very, very important. It plays a very important role in marketing. Why? Because to understand the needs and wants of the customer, marketing research has been conducted. And if your product is according to, if your product is able or capable to satisfy the needs and wants of the customer, then only you can have advantage of over your competitors. It is very important to understand there could be a number of products available in the market, but are they capable to satisfy the needs and wants of the customer? Maybe a few products would be able to cater the needs of the customer, but what about the price? Is your customer capable to purchase those product, right? Are those product pocket friendly? So try to understand all these things and develop the product, right, according to needs, wants, and according to the purchasing capacity of their target market, and then offer your product to the target market at right cost so that they can purchase your product. And marketing research plays an important role in this, to understand the needs, wants, purchasing capacity, the macro environment and the micro environment of the company. Right? Now, very important topic, that is market segmentation, targeting, and positioning. What is market segmentation? Right? See, the success of any product or brand in a competitive environment or the market environment can be conveniently attributed to the fact that the marketer had possibly segmented, targeted, and positioned the firm's offering in the right perspectives. STP. This is known as STP. STP is very important. If you really want to do well in the market, this STP is very important. That is, S stand for the segmentation of the market, then targeting of the market, targeting the customer, and positioning your product to the marketing. This STP plays an important role, and to be successful in the market, it is responsibility of marketing manager to understand and to do this STP well, right? To create a differentiation, marketer use segmentation, targeting, and positioning strategy, right? This makes a differentiation. This is how you can differentiate from your competitors, right? Consumer buys benefits and products that best address to their specific needs. Segmenting the market, targeting the user, and positioning the product or services offering are the three pillars of the modern marketing strategies. STP are the three pillars of the marketing strategies. Now, concept of segment. So, see, these are the three pillars, and these are very, very important in marketing, in modern marketing. Market segmentation refers to the subclasses of market reflecting subclasses of wants, and the process of conceptually distinguished segment is known as market segmentation. Okay, see, what market market is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means the needs and wants of the customers could be different. They are different, right? Everyone wants needs or needs something different, right? Their needs, their wants are different from each other, right? So market is heterogeneous. Segmentation, and it is not possible for any of the company or organization to satisfy the needs and wants of the whole market, full market, right? So what the marketer do, they divide the market, or they divide the heterogeneous market into homogeneous groups, right? Suppose 100, take an example, 100 people are there, this is the whole market, right? The 100 constitutes the whole market. Now the needs and wants of 100 could be different from each other, but say the 10, the needs and wants of the 10 to 15 peoples are alike, more somewhat alike, right? More or less they needs, they want, their needs, their wants are alike. The another 15, there could be their needs and wants could be same, somewhat similar, not same but somewhat similar. And another 15 or 20, another 20, right? Their needs and wants could be somewhat similar. So we can divide this 100 into small had to this 100, the if we see the 100 as an individual, their needs and wants are different from each other, so this is heterogeneous market, right? When we make a group, the group of a people who have a similar needs, not the same needs but similar needs, if we divide them into the group of a people who have similar needs, right? That is when we divide, we make a group, they have homogeneous needs, their needs are homogeneous. That is segmentation, is dividing the heterogeneous or making a subclasses of heterogeneous market, right? Or into homogeneous group. That is division of heterogeneous market into homogeneous group is known as segmentation, right? When we make these subclasses or homogeneous subclasses of heterogeneous market, this is known as segmentation. That is what is written in this slide. Market segments refers to the subclasses of the market, reflecting subclasses of wants and the process of conceptually distinguish segment, and this is known as market segmentation. When you divide the heterogeneous market into small groups, right? They have, their needs are homogeneous, somewhat homogeneous, then this division of the heterogeneous market into small subclasses is known as market segmentation, right? Division of heterogeneous market into homogeneous subclasses is known as market segmentation. One will be able to distinguish one segment from the other on the basis of what segment members have in common in respect what they seek from a product, right? They have something in common. Their needs, their wants could be somewhat similar. That is common, right? When we divide, see, when again I am repeating it, when we divide a heterogeneous market into small homogeneous subclasses or groups, this is market segmentation, right? Right? In market segmentation, the marketers divides a heterogeneous customer into a certain groups or segment, each of which tends to be homogeneous in significant respect, similar, somewhat similar. In the process of market segmentation, it is the consumer or individual who are segmented and not the product or the price. In this, we are segmenting the customer, right? We are dividing the customer, we are dividing on the basis of their needs and wants. Those who have common needs or similar needs, we divide them into groups, right? We make the groups of a people, right? Those who have a similar or significant similar needs. What are the bases of segmentation? There are certain bases of segmentation, right? First is benefit segmentation. The first base is benefit segmentation. Segment the market on the basis of what people see or benefits they seek from the product, right? What benefits I want from that product, Maybe I or some other few others will seek the same benefits. Then we can form a subclass of or a group because we have similar needs. What we are seeking the same type of a benefits or similar type of a benefits from the product. So benefit segmentation, that is when people seeks the benefit from the product, right? Then the geographical segmentation, when market is divided on the basis of location, right? When we divide the market on the basis of location, then that is known as geographical segmentation. Whether I want to cater the eastern market, west market, south, or see, if my product is say I'm selling a coffee, I'm a coffee seller, right? So the best market for me could be the South India, right? Because the South Indians prefers coffee rather than the North Indians. If I have to sell the North Indians prefer tea, right? So if I'm selling tea, I'm a tea seller, right? Then preferably I go to the north, right? So it depends when we market this segment on the basis of geography. Suppose my product is raincoat, where to sell that raincoat, right? Or the umbrella, right? Then I'll try to sell my product where where the where there are more rains, right? Then demographic segmentation, right? Demographic segmentation is when marketers divide the potential customer on the basis of their demography. This demography, as I told you earlier, that is demographic is study of the population, right? So when I divide them on the basis of their age, on the basis of their gender, on the basis of their family size, income, occupation, education, location, religion, race, nationality, then that is demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation, suppose uh, my product is pen. Who needs pen or a pencil or a eraser? Students. Students needs pen, pencils, erasers. So I'll divide the market or I'll segment the market on the basis of their age, right? Age is say from age group 2 to 19, 20 or 21. They are my potential customers. They'll purchase more pens or pencils or erasers, right? On the basis of gender, say for cosmetics, right? A cosmetic company will divide the market on the basis of gender. If you're producing some cosmetic goods, say creams or lipsticks or any cosmetic good, who will be your target customer? Then you will divide the market on the basis of gender, right? Family size. If your product is it depends on the family size, then you will prefer to divide the market on the basis of the family size, where family size is more. If your product is like that, where the family size is more, where the family size is large, right? Where the family size is large, they will consume your product more, right? Or where the family size is less, maybe they'll prefer your product because your product could be costly, right? So on the basis of family size, when you divide the market, then on the basis of income, when you divide your this market on the basis of income, say banks or the credit card, when they offer the credit card, right? They offer you the credit limit or even the credit card on the basis of your income. If you comes under a certain range of the income, your credit limit will be this. Or whether you will be if your say if your income is less than 1 lakh rupees, we won't offer you. They might not offer you the credit card. And if your income is less, if your income is say 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh, then the credit limit comes, right? So that depends on your income. What is your income level? On the basis of income, when you divide the market, normally these credit facilities, right? Credit facilities depends on your income, right? You get the loan on the basis of your income, right? If your income falls under a certain range, you can avail the loan or the credit limit up to this limit, right? Then the education. When you divide your market on the basis of education, if your product is, say, for if you are selling books, right? You are a bookseller, then you will divide the market on the basis of education. Location, religion, race, and nationality could be other demographical factor on the basis of which the marketer divides the market. Then another segmentation could be on the basis of social class, right? Social class is defined in terms of demographical varying from a single indicator like occupation to use the combination of factors like occupation, source of income, types of homes, residential area. So all these are social class. On the basis of class, on the basis of status, on the basis of your lifestyle, when you divide the on the basis of a class, it means you are dividing it on the basis of the income. You are dividing it on the basis of the residential area, right? Or the occupation. That is the social class. Then family life cycle, right? Other segmentation that draws a demographic factor is family life cycle, right? It could be the combination of age, marital status, age of the children. So because the needs and wants varies according to the family life cycle. Then psychographic segmentation. What is psychographic segmentation? Psychographic is study of consumers primarily based on their activities, interest, and opinions. Right? Right? So it drives the consumer's behavior. This includes the emotional responses, motivation, morale, ethical, and the political value. Right? And then division on the basis of the lifestyle or mode of living, right? So like women's when women's clothing, when you segment the market on the basis of the mode of living, right? That has been used by the marketers of the cars or the women's clothing or the cigarettes or the cosmetic or alcoholic beverages. Then the personality variables are there. Self image even plays an important role or important basis of your segmentation of the market, because it is related to the buyer's behavior, right? It Some marketers use this approach for their product with brand image that correspond to the self image of the consumer. When you feel like this brand suits my image, right? That on the basis of the self image, right? Okay. Then the usage rate. Sometimes you divide the market on the basis of the usage rate. At what rate you use the product, right? Whether it is to define the heavy users, whether if you consume that product in a larger quantity, or then you are a heavy user of that product, or if you are occasionally using that product, right? Then on the basis of the brand loyalty, you segment the market, right? Brand loyalty, the buyers can be divided into four groups according to the brand loyalty status. Hardcore loyals, those who always buys one brand, right? Softcore loyals, who are loyal to two or three brands. right? And the shifting loyals, those who shift from one brand to another brand, and the switcher who show no loyalty to any of the brands. So that depends whom you want to target, right? So on the basis of this, you segment the market. Segmentation is division of a heterogeneous market into homogeneous subclasses, is known as this. What is market targeting? What is targeting? That is, a target is defined as a set of buyers sharing common needs or characteristics that a common decide to serve. Means these homogeneous groups are known as, homogeneous group is known as target, right? So a target is defined as a set of buyers sharing common needs or characteristics that a company decides to serve. Right? This segment we have divided this, and now we have decided whom, which group, or to which group we want to serve our product, to which group we want to cater. This is market targeting. When you target means aim. When you aim a specific group or few groups to serve, that is known as target, market targeting. Understanding of a target market and measurement is their attractiveness is key decision in the marketing. It is very important, right? There are certain factors which one should consider, that is the company thirst. While segment the market, firm needs to identify the requirement for the success of the target market. Size and growth of the potential of size and growth potential of the group or the target market. What is the size of the target market? Is it substantial enough to serve the product, or what are the chances, potential growth of that market, of that target market, whether it will grow or it will go down. If it will go, then it's good to serve the product to that market. Investment needed, how much investment is required to aim to that target, to trap that particular target, right? It is very important that you should have thorough knowledge about the investment needed, how much investment is required, right? Then profitability, it is important because you are doing a business. To calculate, one has to estimate both future sales and consist involved in the segment. What would be the profitability of that segment? If the potential growth is more, then eventually we will earn more profit. If say potential growth is stagnant, then we might not get the profits. What are the risks? Risks are unavoidable. The usual risks associated with the extent to which particular target market would respond. What are all the risks? And consider your competitor. The selection of target market implies indirectly selecting your competitors with whom the company will compete. When you are selecting a target market, obviously competitors will be there. So you are selecting your competitors. Understand your competitors, understand their products, understand, do the SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat for you, as well as try to understand the competitors' strength and weaknesses, right? Okay. There are specific segment, that is factors. Segment durability, how durable that segment is. Mobility means mobility means movement of in and out of a segment member of a target group. When the people move from one group to another because of increase of the income or because of decrease in the income, because of the age, because of the gender, when people move in and out of the group, that is known as mobility. Consider this. Accessibility, that is those in segment or target market should be directly reachable through established communication, right? Okay, how to evaluate and select the market segment? That is the single segment concentration. The firm markets to only one particular segment. Through this approach, the firm wants to gain thorough understanding and needs of a segment to achieve a powerful market presence. When you that is how will you select a market segment? It could be the single segment concentration. I'll concentrate on a single segment, on a single group. Why I will concentrate on a single group? Because I want to achieve a powerful market presence. Because when I'm concentrating on a single group, I can better understand their needs and wants and develop the product according to the needs and wants which meets their, which can satisfy their needs and wants. Then selective specialization. In this case, the firm selects a subset of possible segments which are attractive and suitable. Means selective specialization selects a subset of all possible segments. This strategy has merit of diversifying the firm's risk. The disadvantage of this approach is that may result in positive synergies, selective specialization. Then the product specialization, the company sells a particular product to the different customers, right? A laptop manufacturer is supplying his product to the individuals, government, educational institution, and software companies. That is the product specialization. When according to your product, you are targeting your segments. It could be more than many, right? Then marketing, it could be according to market specialization. This approach of firm attempts to focus on satisfy the varied needs of a specific group. For an instance, the pharmaceutical company can sell an assortment of products meant for the surgeon or a hospital. Over dependence on a particular customer group implies a business risk. What is a product specialization? You have one product and then you are uh, trying to satisfy the needs of many groups according to your product. Market specialization is when you have many product, when you have an assortment of product. What is assortment of product? That is you when you have number of products. That is the number of products you can offer to the seller, to the customer, right? And to the customer, that is when a company sells an assortment of product, right, to specific segment, then that is known as market specialization, right? Focus to satisfy the varied needs of a specific segment. Then when you are offering a product mix or an assortment of a product to a specific segment, right? Then that is known as market specialization. Full coverage market, many large firms attempt to serve all customers by offering different products, right? That is when one wants to cover the whole market by offering a different products. Undifferentiated marketing is undifferentiated marketing. The marketer ignores the differences among the segments and targets and treat the entire market with a single offer. That is undifferentiated marketing, right? And the firm develops a marketing program for a single product and attempts to sell to the largest number of customers through mass production or mass distribution and mass differentiated marketing. When a company sells a different product to different segment of the market, right? Like when a company sells a bathing soap and they divide the groups into different customer groups, right? Then this is known as differentiated marketing. Undifferentiated marketing, when you sell your product to all without differentiating the market or without segmentation of marketing. Differentiated marketing is when you sell the different product to the different segment of the marketing. So was bathing soap, Lux, Dove, that is that you offer as a beauty soaps, and Lifebuoy and OK and Rexona, they are for the masses, right? Then marketing, market positioning. We understand segmentation, target. Now next is positioning. What is positioning? Once the market has been segmented, that once the market has been divided and attractive segment have been identified whom you want to target, right? The next work within the target segment is to position your product offering in the minds of the customers or the consumer for adoption and derive customer satisfaction. You have segmented the market, you have identified the target market, right? Now what next is to offer your product to the target market, that is position the product offering to tell your target market that we are there, our product is there to meet the needs and wants of your to meet your needs and wants, right? That is position the product offering in the minds of the consumer for adoption and derive customer satisfaction, right? That is product price positioning is creation of a clear image in the minds of the consumer within the target segment about the nature of the product, the benefit to be gained from purchasing the product. Positioning in conveys information about the product back to the segment for which they are appropriate. So, what is product positioning? When you create a clear image of your product, the benefits which a consumer can get from that product, or what a consumer within the target market, when you that is positioning is the creation of the image in the mind of the target market, target consumer, right? When you tell the target consumer that our product is there, and is what are the USP of your product, and that product can meet the needs and wants of the consumer, right? That is known as product positioning, right? When you give information of your product to the consumer, we position the product in many ways. Advertising plays an important role in positioning, sales promotion plays an important role in positioning of a product, right? So positioning is when you convey to the consumer that a product, that our product can satisfy your needs and wants better than anyone's else product, right? Now there are certain themes you have to decide on which theme you will position your product. Some themes on which brands position can be based are like positioning against the competitors. When you position your product, when you convey the information of your product against the competitors product, that how your product is better than your competitors product. Although competitors product is there, but R is better than this. What are the specific characteristics of our product, and how is it is better? What is the USP of your product? Why should a consumer buy my product over my competitor's product? That is when you position against your competitors, you tell them that my product, how your product is different from your competitor's product. Positioning on the customer desires, or the other thing is that is how it meets the needs and wants of the consumer, right? That is on the customer desire. Positioning on the product's performance or the quality. The quality of your product is better than anyone else's quality. Or positioning on the price. If your consumer or the target market is price sensitive, then you can position your product on the basis of price, that our product is cheaper than anyone else. Or if you are positioning it on the basis of quality, although our product is a little bit cost more, but the quality of our product is better than anyone else, right? So positioning against the competitors project is both implicit and explicit positioning is there, right? And in implicit positioning, the attribute comparison shown by the cars which highlights their own feature without naming the competitors. And in explicit positioning, you name the competitors. You compare your product directly with your competitor's product, right? So that's all for today, right? Thank you very much. Namaskar.